Hey YouTubers, Gasser Dave here, back in the garage here, working on the 57 Chevy Gasser. Again, I have redone the heads, got a 3-angle valve job on those, so it's all put back together again, the heads, redid the valves, also adjusted the valves, the roller rockers. I put in a brand new adjustable PVC valve. I'm also running all black wires, black cap this time instead of the red MSD. They're the same carburetors, but I changed the jet size down to a 63 from a 67. And I'm going to be changing out all of these anodized fittings and the braided stainless steel lines. I'm going to be changing those out to black anodized with black hose. Same way with this, the Y here and the Edelbrocks 40 micron fuel. I'm also going to be doing that with all black as well. As you can see from this side, I've also got all the linkage done. So all the linkage is all put back in. This blue wire that you see right here, that actually used to go to the oil pressure light, but I'm going to disconnect that. I don't need it. This here is ready to be hooked up to my fan. That's a temperature sending unit for to do an electric fan. If I ever decide to put an electric fan in the front of the radiator, I'll have that. I currently have the dryer out of the AC system. I need a new dryer because I had the system opened up. And I put in a new line, and I haven't finished tightening it up here yet because that was the problem with where I was having a leak. I might change these valve covers out and put in MT, the old style square looking valve covers instead. But I'm just doing some research online, and I'm definitely going to switch out this oil cap for a more rounded old school look oil cap. So I'm trying to change the look of it a little bit to be more old school. That's it. Next time you see it, I'll have the lines done, and I'll probably do a short video on how to build the braided lines. Till next time. Hey YouTubers, Gasser Dave back in the garage. I didn't film any of the installation when I did put the heads back on, and when I put the intake and all that stuff, I forgot to film. So, you know, you get busy with it. So instead, I'm going to pull the car out, and then I'll do a walk around, and I'll show you the changes I've made since the last time I've had the Gasser on a video. So stay tuned. Don't forget, hit like and subscribe, and let's pull the car out and see what new I've done to it. Okay, so let's do a little walk around first. The first thing you'll notice that I've changed and I've done different is I took off the old tank and I bought another tank from Speedway. I've used the same mounts I had before. I had an old Elco fuel pressure tank tag that I got off eBay, so I put that on there. And it's just a cleaner looking tank than the one I had on there before. Also, what I've done is I put on the polished rocket spoked rims, the rocket launchers I think they call them, and I put on, before I had the polished rim with the gray centers, now I have a total polished rim which I think matches the look of the car better. Again, I have the same exact polished rim in the back. They're dirty right now, but we're not going over that. I've also went and took all the chrome off. Any chrome that was dented, I've replaced. Again, the car's real dirty. I haven't done anything else on it. I replaced both of these, the hood rockets. I bought new headlight buckets and new the chrome lip trim. Again, the same thing on this side. As you can see, I attended the Tri-5 Nationals this past year. Also Lucan rod. What I've also done is I used to have another thing up on the dash, a gauge, and the gauge was actually for a vacuum meter, old-time vacuum meter, but I took that off. I didn't really like it. I've also, since you've seen it last, I think, I put in a different center console, and as you can see, the car now has AC. So there's one of the things there. I also have one over in that corner and the one in the middle, and I have a Bluetooth capable radio. It looks factory stock somewhat, and so that's a nice little touch I put in there too. So let's see what I've done different in the engine bay. A lot of changes here. So the first big change I did, I put on a chrome alternator. So it's a 200 watt alternator. 200 amp, excuse me, alternator. I've also completely rewired the car. So you can see a lot of the wiring loom here. So it's completely rewired. I've also added AC to the car. I changed out the old breather I used to have for more of an old school look. I put a black cap on the MSD distributor. It's all black now. And I went complete with black wires now, spark plug wires. Still held on by the Mr. Gasket wire looms, but now they're all black. I've also added this adjustable PCV valve. It's adjustable at both cruise and idle, so it's custom fit to your vehicle, and I never had one on this vehicle before. I used to just have a breather in there instead, but I do need a PCV, so I've got that now. I've got it routed to both carbs. As you can see, there's routed to this one, routed to that one, all comes down. That hose is probably 4 different pieces, but they're all added together, so you can't really tell. I also switched out, I used to have all the blue and red anodized fittings, and the hose was stainless steel. I just swapped it all out now for black fittings, black hose. I think it gives it a cleaner look, more old school looking. It matches the black spacers I have up here, the black on the valve covers also. I've had to put the heat treated wrap around the air conditioner hoses because, as you can see, they're about an inch away from the headers. And so I wanted to make sure, you can see a gap in there. I wanted to make sure that I didn't heat that line up. So this is good to something like 20,000 degrees. It's really quite good. And you can seal up the edges also when you're done with it. So I took out, I had a chrome overflow tank, and I put in a black one from Jegs. And here you can see my condenser for the air conditioner. You were here when I put on the new radiator, the new stainless steel fan on the engine. And I put that on to make sure I wasn't having an overheating problem. And now this car is running at a constant 180 degrees. It doesn't seem to ever get any warmer. So let me start up the car and we'll get you the idle. Okay, here's the car running. As you can see, runs pretty smooth. It's got a cam in it, so you're going to get some load to it. Let's do some revving here. Let's go around the back. That's where you get to hear the noise. And there we are in the back. By the way, I also put LED lights in the rear. And LED turn signals as well, just so they'll be seen better. Let's go to the loud pedal, or shall I call it the loud switch, because that's what it actually does. Down below. There we go. And now we have the exhaust cutouts. Just a little rev. Not too much. The van comes right up underneath the passenger side. So there we go, we're quieted down again. The radio, not only is it Bluetooth, well, since it is Bluetooth, I can hook up my phone to it. So there's my microphone. The girlfriend calls while I'm out and about. I don't have to worry about reaching for my phone and seeing if I can hear her. Inside the stock location, I have a dual core, I guess they call it, magnets. It's a stereo speaker, one on each side here. So it's not really spread out. Excuse me, but it gives you that illusion, and it sounds a lot better than the stock speaker would, that's for sure. The horn works, so that's good. Again, the water, it's getting up there, but it's it won't go over 180. Today is pretty cool out, so it'll probably stay at about 170. I also have a water that's at the this one here is at the right by the thermostat, and the one up here is on the side of the block. Fuel level, both of those are the carbon fiber auto meter design. So because of that, they look a lot more stock when you look back. Again, I'm getting a little bit over 60 pounds of pressure for the oil pressure, and the bolts are running consistent as well. One of the things I am going to get is a clock. I don't know why, I just want everything to work in here. So we're about 850 on the tack, and that's it. So what we have is a complete walk around, aluminum core radiator. This here is for my electric fan. Once I start running the air conditioner, if I need an electric fan, I have one to install. And that comes on, it turns on my fan at 195, sets it off at 185. So that'll help cool down the engine if need be. And what I've got hooked into this, in case I need it, down there, that's a trinary valve, the trinary switch. So that way when I hook up the AC, it'll start my, if it starts to get too hot, it'll also start the electric fan automatically. Very easy to hook up. So let's see. There's what you see coming at you with a straight axle. Most of the time, this is the view most will see. Alright, so that's everything. She's running, she's back on, and I'm happy to have her back. Oh, also, I don't think I told you, this is yellow window tint. I've only done the front and back windows. I left the side, and these windows I left those alone. These are brand new windows. This isn't the original window. So I've left these alone just because they were brand spanking new. I don't know if I want to cover them. I like it just the back side. So I'm going to leave that alone for now. And that's it. We'll see you next time, YouTubers. Hopefully next time I'll have a friend of mine's Block 55 gasser. We're waiting for the COVID to kind of stop a little bit before we start filming on his. Alright, see you soon. Don't forget, like and subscribe.